What up?
What's up, guys?
happening?
Welcome back to the People's Show.
Don't forget it, y'all. Y'all
I
already
was,
know.
I was like, we need a little intro. I think that's a perfect fit for that.
You made it happen. You know?
We're all here, yeah. So, how are you guys doing?
Been busy.
Damn it.
What happened now?
Not as busy as Kurt. Kurt out here just busy as all get out.
I have been the last couple days.
Did you have a video on that? Because I saw you do like a short where you're under something and it's like a mini split that's leaking or something.
Yeah, I just did a Spanish video on that one.
I want to see that one. That one looked kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You, Jake?
Yeah, I saw something with that too. I just saw the short with the vacuum pump. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I had a mini split air handler under a trailer that was leaking at the flare joint.
Nice.
Leaking really bad. And I used that NAVAC flaring tool.
Uh-huh.
It came in really handy because it was in a really tight spot. And
was that original? Was it the original flare that was all messed up?
I can't imagine it's been like that. I mean, it was messed up.
Okay.
But you got it right, Kurt.
Because I see some of them. They come from the factory all screwed up.
Well, this one I had to cut it out. There was no way to reuse that.
Well, I don't do a lot of mini splits. Do you do that often, or how many of those calls do you get?
I'm getting them more often now.
So it's like a thing in your area now?
Well, I picked up a new customer who has 4 different trailer parks, and one of them has these mini split systems on them in the trailers. So I'm getting these calls more often now.
How you pick that up, Kurt? How you get that work? You walk up on a trailer park, or they just happen to call you and you get the work?
You want to know the truth about this? It's kind of crazy.
Damn right, I want the truth. Nothing but it. You can't handle the truth.
All right, I was kind of slow. And, sometimes when you get slow, you get to wondering, is it something? Is it me? I need to drum up some more business. And
I was actually going to bring that up.
I tried one of these things where you pay for calls.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fucking me? Sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was trying that, and it's just a scam. They were just sending me random people's names and numbers who had never placed any kind of call, didn't know why I was calling them. And one of those people was the property manager over these trailer parks.
Let's go. So it worked out.
So, yeah. And I told her, I said, well, look, I was just trying to get some business. And she said, well, send me a W-9 and I'll give you a call.
Awesome.
My man Kurt out here getting the blessings to you, Kurt.
It worked out, didn't it?
Was it like Angie's List or something like that?
Did they come to you with that deal, or did you find this call list or whatever it was?
No, I went looking.
Oh, okay.
How much you pay?
I forget. It's been over a year now.
Really? Oh, it's the same list that you've had.
You talking about who I paid for the pay for calls? It's a scam. I just got rid of that.
Oh. I thought that's what you were using.
No, that was a total scam.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that one before. The ones where they're like, was it the ones where they're like, we'll give you HVAC leads and I don't know what? Like, we get those messages like all the time.
I tried it and it's a total scam. Don't waste.
Oh, I thought one of those worked. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Well, no, it didn't work. What happened is they just sent me a random person's name who never called for anything.
But you got the work out of it.
But she just happened to be a property manager.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bro,
So
go through the yellow pages, be like, hey, this is crazy. I'm sure people do that shit because we got, we have a landscaper and he broke his collarbone and he was supposed to have somebody else come do our shit. And some random ass company said, hey, Ashley, you're on the books. We're headed your way. And she texted the dudes, she was like, is this who's supposed to come? And they were like, he was like, nah, not at all. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna cancel. She goes, oh no, not a problem. We just had you scheduled. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a cold call, but like fuck, I guess you got a 50-50 shot.
Well, it worked for Kurt. I mean that's the way to do it if you're just gonna go out there and kind of
I'm door knocking next week, bro.
Yeah, it's like going door to door. It's essentially the same thing. I mean, that's always been a thing, right? Going door to door or
door
calling
hangers,
up,
all that shit.
Calling up the phone book.
When I first started, I had a bunch of mailers or flyers printed out. And I would go around and put them in people's mailboxes until I found out you can't put stuff in people's mailboxes.
You put them on the flap, though.
Yeah.
You can't put it in. You can just
tape them on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I happened to pass a post office worker, and she was taking them out the mailboxes. And she explained to me, you can't put that in there.
We would roll them and
still
put them
do
on
it.
like the screen door handles. You know what I mean? Like storm doors. Right up on the porch.
Yeah, but people still do that. We get weird ads in the mailbox all the time.
All the time, bro.
But yeah, I was gonna bring that up because I feel like with my dad and anybody listening, you know, he's already back at work. He apparently he's been driving. I was working with him the other week, last week.
Now you know.
And I was like, he's in his own work van already, and he's already running calls. He's like, I got a dishwasher to work on, and this and that. I had to leave. I had something else to do, but he's back at work doing calls. So.
That's good. That's good.
His strength is not all there. Like today, he got upset because we were doing a change out evaporator, and he was there helping. And we're trying to do something, and I think we had to do because he's used to being the muscle, right? He's always been the strongest one and all that, and now he's recovering. He can't do all that, and he started just going off in Spanish. He's like pinche mano, and I don't know what, because like his hand, he couldn't turn something. He's like fuck, and he like walked out, and I was like, it's okay. You got me and my brother here. We'll do it, you know. But that's just how he is, you know. He's trying to get back to work, and we just had this conversation. I was going to bring it up because this happens every year. It's December, January when it gets like slow, but it's like, you know how like in the summer you're like, should I hire somebody because it's so busy and you're overwhelmed, but then like come December, January, especially like for me, because commercial, that's when the budgets come into play, and they don't want to pay because they have like bonuses and they have like they can't exceed a certain amount. So we always have that conversation, like, are we doing something wrong? Are we too slow?
You can't help but think it.
Yeah, and then like we were talking, and I was at his house with my parents, and I don't know, my mom overheard it, and we're talking, and I'm like, no, this is like the same. I looked at my watch and I was like, no, this is about the same time every year we have this conversation, but you know, work is already picking up. We have change outs, and I got a bunch of more AC maintenance to do, so we're going to be busy come around the next few months until summer hits, and then you know how that goes.
Every time.
Yeah, I think even the big businesses, they worry about it.
He worries too much though. I'm like, work is work, you know. It'll get back. It'll bounce back. I know you don't like maintenance, Kurt, but we have been busy recently because of that. The ice machines and then the ACs now.
Yeah. Those damn ice machines.
You don't want to work on them?
I'm talking about.
They're everybody's least favorite to do.
I have limited time working on ice machines.
Well, you used to do refrigeration.
I've done.
Was it more walk-in boxes or what?
Everything from really big refrigerators to walk-in boxes. But it wasn't for long. I didn't stay with that company. I was with them for 2 years.
Oh.
Mike, Curtis strong armed them, and then they gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. That's how you get the work. Let's see. So Jake, what's up with you? I saw your video with the storage unit and working your way into that kind of deal, your podcast, all that.
Yeah, man.
Have you gotten it wrapped yet? The van?
So Monday we're getting it wrapped.
Okay.
And so I'm driving. Fucking bullshit. I'm driving down I-4, and someone didn't secure their tow hitch, and I'm on the far left lane, and I'm just driving. I'm cruising, bro. I'm going like 75, and it just bounces across, and like I try to, smacks right through the bumper, bro. Big ass hole in the bumper, knocked off. It's all plastic shit. I'm like, yeah, go figure. And then the plastic guard that goes around the wheel well there. And I'm like, yeah, go figure. I'll see if I should have a picture right here. I'm like,
wait a minute, did this just happen?
Yeah,
when was that?
Probably right when I finished filming that video. Like when I was driving, like probably like 15 minutes after I had finished that clip on that highway. And I was like, yeah, this is just what happens, you try to, let's see.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, we're there, man, right? Rock and roll and something stupid like, and then the bumper's like $300 extra, and the fender's like $50, and
yeah, that shit sucks.
$4,500 on the wrap already. You know what I mean? And,
because I had the bumper on my old car just get wrecked too, and I'm like, I don't want to pay what it was like $500 minimum or something, and like just to buy the part. And I'm like, nah, like I just left it there.
That's all. Like, well, if we
put a zip tie on it and let it roll.
Bro, I did that on one of my bro, we was so broke back in the day. That happened to me, bro. I zip tied the whole thing, that little like where the quarter panel was, the mud flap, it was all busted out. And I just duct taped it and zip tied it, and I couldn't afford that shit. And then it worked. We got by.
Yeah, I've been like that too, and it's just at this point I just didn't care about that car anymore. I was like, whatever, dude. I'm not putting a couple grand in there because I think I got it. I got a quote or something close by, and I was like, nah, I don't want to pay that.
Hey.
Which is funny because I always post the memes and I always get the homeowners, which I think somebody, Jack Snell, I think HVAC techs cost too much. I'll fix it on my own. I get a lot of those comments, right, where it's like they want to do their own work. I'm like, it's a fine line. I really don't care, right? We get work anyway, but I'm like that too with other things, so I understand it. I always tell people like yeah, I'll work on my car until I can't,
Yeah,
like
for
there's certain things you can't do.
There's limitations for sure for everything. I mean, I'll do my own shit. I was thinking that too. I'm like, I'd be like, yo, you call us, and I don't care. Like we have a little for our like stickers we're putting on the units when we go in. Hey, check this before you give us a call. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
One, it's like, dude, check your breakers, check your float switch, check. You know what I mean? You can check all this shit.
Kurt just had that.
Yeah.
And it's
breaker was turned off.
Yeah.
What did they tell you why?
He swore it wasn't turned off, but you can tell when it's turned off.
It wasn't tripped. It was off.
I've had
I charge people $129 for that shit plus $99. Yeah. Bro, it is what it is.
Yeah, you charged.
Yeah, I charged them.
What you hit them with?
That was almost a $200 call.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
I didn't get to finish it, but I think you were. It looked like you were getting into the unit to check everything else, just to do
that, right? Exactly. So you still go above and perform at least an inspection on the system every time on stuff like that, because like you never know, just in case, because that shit trips again.
Everything check out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had those recently, and I think I even recorded one for my YouTube like a long time ago, and I just never posted it because I was like, a 2-minute video. Because
Yeah.
I walked in there and I was like, dude, your breaker's off. I was kind of upset because it was a long day. That was the last call. And
Those
this
are
was
the
like,
worst.
and it was like a late after 5, after 6 call, and I had to go out. I mean, it wasn't too bad, like 30 minutes out. But then I had to, drive home, and then I'm like, dude.
Well, some people turn their breakers off thinking they're saving money on something by turning off their oven or something like that, and
But just unplug it.
they just unfortunately turn off their air conditioner sometimes.
Yeah, bro, all the time. That's my big thing too. Like I try to tell these, a lot like I guess the better thermostats don't have, batteries in them, but like I just say, hey, take the batteries out just for the sake of that, and then we can eliminate a lot of shit right then and there. Some people like it, whatever. I mean, if you got a schedule on it and all, I just don't prefer the batteries in the system. Either your power's off, or your float's tripped, or a fuse is blown. Boom. You know what I mean? Check your breaker, set your float, and then we'll go from there.
I've had so many calls for the batteries too, because we have those at commercial.
I know. I keep a bunch of them on the van.
Yeah. I always ask them, I'm like, did you check the batteries?
Yeah.
Do you have any spare batteries? I'm going to get mine and charge you, for batteries.
You know how much these batteries going to cost you?
Yeah. Or I give them a chance sometimes. I'm like, do you have any spare batteries? You want to change it out? I'll still bill. I usually bill like an hour and a half, something like that. I don't have like a trip fee or a service fee or whatever you guys have, but it's an hour and a half, right? I'm like, if you want to put the batteries in, and I'll just, like Kurt, like give it once over, check the system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, mine
I'll
is.
tell you what's worse is if you get somewhere and then you got to go get a filter.
No, I tell them I take that shit out.
Go get batteries, stuff like that. That sucks.
Yeah. Well, you go get charged, but I tell them go get your own. That's just me. Okay.
Well, sometimes it's a tenant and I cannot leave it without a filter.
That's right. You do a lot of that.
I got to go get one.
Yeah. I don't deal much with tenant stuff at all. Tomorrow, actually, I got a job where it's going to be property management, but blank thermostat. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like it could be obviously more than that. So, yeah.
I've had I haven't had too many interesting calls right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a video out this week. We'll see. I have to go back and install some parts tomorrow, and we'll see if that ends up being a video.
Make it a video, bro.
I had a low voltage short, intermittent low voltage short. Took me over 3 hours, and I had 78 minutes of video that I've got to edit down some kind of way.
See, that's where it's like, bro, you're a legend for just recording that shit. Because I'm just like, I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? Because you start to, me personally, like I'll start to get a little like flustered, I guess, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'll put the phone in the truck or whatever. That's what I use, and that way, I don't know. It's one less thing, but you're a G. You're a real one.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Does that mean I'm a gangster? What's
Yeah, of course. Are you holding it down, Kurt? 100.
Yeah, like today we had to change that. I was like, man, should I just prop up the camera? But then no, like I don't know, so much stuff happens.
I'm the same way, but that's why Kurt's in the position he's in versus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I was like, you could just post that 70-minute video and it'll do well.
People will watch because that last one you did was pretty decent.
Which one you watched?
How long was it?
Wasn't like 56 minutes or 64 minutes or something.
Yeah, I did like an hour video.
Yeah, and it did fine.
How many views did you get?
I don't remember. After 2 or 3 days, I quit looking.
Oh, okay. It did well though. I remember seeing it when it first came out. Couldn't finish it.
I'm telling you.
Well, you can fast forward and try to get to the good parts.
Bro, I even skip on some of my shit if I watch it back. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I don't want it. You know what I mean? I can skip right over.
Have you ever had to go to one of your YouTube videos to find something, either model number or something that you were trying to remember?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that too, and then I'm like, oh, the stupid ads, and then I got to fast forward.
Yeah.
You know, I've gone to some of my videos. There was one time it was an electrical short, and I was going all through the system, and I went back and looked at my video, and in the disconnect, I could see where it was shorting. And I called the homeowner up and said, call an electrician, tell him to look at the disconnect.
Yep. I'm like, I think I did a video on this, and I'll do the same shit. Yep. Or they'll try to say, I'm like, dude, I know I said something about this in this video. And I'll go back and be like, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it's good. That is really good.
Yeah, because I do the location on my photos and videos now. So like when a customer, I'm trying to remember something, I can at least go to the location and see what I took as far as like pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like that too, like where a customer tries to tell you, like that happened recently where they're like, you were just out here, like you just worked on it. I'm like, it's like, no, the hell I wasn't. So then I checked the YouTube video because I normally post them within a week or so, or usually. And I was like, no, ma'am, this was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It's like, I have the video on it.
Good. Yeah. No, that's, sometimes like, people get caught up in doing it.
Mike will watch a 71-minute video from Curtis.
It's looking for a low voltage short, and it had me stumped.
That's going to be a good one.
I tell you what, I was trying to do a shortcut by testing the wires with my meter instead of tearing everything open and looking at them.
Yeah.
And it bit me in the butt.
Yeah. Do it every time. You're like, nah, dude, I don't need to take this shit all apart like that. And like, and then it's like the last thing you do when you figure it out, like that.
We all get lazy sometimes, or just tired.
And Jumper King comes into play.
I got one. I don't use it that often.
I just use it for like quick startups on shit, like for maintenances.
I think that's where it's most useful for me too, because I don't know. I haven't had a low voltage short in a long time, and for me, it's usually like in the contactor or like in a spot that I've already come across, or a rub out over the blower motor and stuff.
Well, guys, today that mini split I was working on today, I got my repair done and got it up and running. And it has 2 air handlers, but there was only one thermostat in the house. And all the other trailers like that have 2 thermostats. So I asked them, I said, did they recently remodel? They were like, oh yeah, before the new tenant came in. So I started following wires, and I saw where the thermostat wire went up through the floor. I cut open their wall, made me a little hole.
Yeah.
I found the thermostat wire, and I found a spot in the wall where it was, and they had mudded over it.
No.
But no thermostat.
Damn.
It's like, we don't need this anymore. They got one already.
And it's a communicating 12-year-old mini split system. I can't put any thermostat on it.
Oh.
So
at least you got to some sort of.
At least I know what happened.
Mm-hmm. Dang, boy, that's you be seeing some. I don't ever I feel like have interesting shit like that. I don't know.
It's like blower motor.
Blow it. It always is. Yeah. I'll have one. It's either tomorrow or Monday. It's condenser fan motor. Go figure. I'll have that. It's all the same shit. I mean, Kurt always has something like extravagant. I think Kurt creates this shit. He out here just cutting people's wires and fucking mudding over thermostats. Like, yep. Like, yeah, that's not the handyman. It's just Curtis with a fucking mustache. just here to do your drywall. But you do it in Spanish, so they'll never know.
Oh yeah, that's his advantage now.
Yeah, that's his freaking incognito.
We got a commercial account that did the remodel stuff too, and I've seen issues like the other week when I had I forgot what the call was for, but I was changing out the thermostat. It was one of the videos that I did not too long ago, and then I'm like, where is your other thermostat? Because they have like 3. And I was like, where's the one for the lobby, or like where the people eat, the dining area? And they're like, oh, if you go this way around the corner. It's around the there's like a little wall there. I look over there and it's like just dangling from the ceiling, and I was like, oh shit, that's not a good spot. And it wasn't even reading the correct temperature and all this stuff, but like they remodeled, and for some reason that location they got left with all the old thermostats. They didn't even give them new ones. All the other locations got new Honeywells, wireless and all that. It's like they must not like you, right? Or something.
Hurry up and get it done.
Any new Milwaukee tools? Pat wants to know. I was gonna send you guys a picture. I totally forgot.
I did actually just pick one up.
See if I can find it. What'd you get?
The new with the newer 12-volt barrel grip jigsaw. They got the buy more save more right now. So make sure to go. I went.
Oh, I was at Home Depot today. Where'd you get?
Last week I got the track saw, but either it doesn't come with tracks, but the box was open and somebody had taken out shit and like everything was just like thrown in there as like empty bags. So I returned it and just didn't buy it. But yeah, buy more, save more, y'all. So go get your shit, spend over that 500, save 150, hack it, get your money.
Yeah, man, I was at Home Depot today and I was trying not to look at any promotions or anything. I just needed a fitting. I just needed a fitting. I was like, get in and get out.
Dude, what happened to your finger?
Oh, I meant to bring that up earlier. Hospitals have the best Band-Aids. So
he just put them on for fun.
Huh? No. We were doing a change out and I explained it in the video, but wire brush, because that's how I clean. I reuse the line set. I had to. And I don't know, the wire brush just went into the tip of my finger. So that was one. And then I had gloves on the whole time except for like 1 minute of this, and this all happened in 1 minute. And then I was doing the whip for the evaporator, the conduit and all that, the wiring. And then I had a knife and it just like chopped off some of my knuckle there. So trying not to bleed on the food, and I got out of there and asked for Band-Aids. And they've been on all day, so it happens, right?
Your service.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, tears, baby.
What was I gonna say? We're working on a walk-in cooler, and it's just like I just wanted to get it done, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. I should probably get a Band-Aid.
Man down, medic.
In a hospital too,
Yeah. Start going crazy.
And it's funny because my brother was the one like, do you want me to get you a Band-Aid? Like I can ask them. I ask them all the time for them. I was like, how many times have you cut yourself here?
Like, trust me, I literally ask every day. They just give me Band-Aids.
That's what it sounded like. I was like, oh shit,
I'm here for it.
Man, but the Milwaukee tools reminded me we had to cut out some bolts because this thing was like rusted. Like it's an old unit, so trying to get the bolts off the ceiling for the coil. We had to cut them out, and I guess I just forgot to charge all of my batteries, or the ones that I needed. And I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Don't you have, Kurt, or who has the battery pack thing that charges everything? No? I kind of wanted that. It's that one that you just plug everything into it.
Speaking of batteries, Jake, I think you made a video of something that I experienced today.
With them high outputs, didn't you?
That I've got the 12 amp hour battery fully charged. I ran my vacuum pump, and after like 20 seconds, it's down to 3 bars.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, so I've read some of the comments on there. People will say, like, if it's a non-fuel tool, like, it'll just, for whatever reason, drain it. And is the vacuum pump a fuel tool? I would assume. Is it brushless?
I think so.
I think it is. It's DC, right? And yeah. But they said that, and like, there's a bunch of, if you go into that, it's a little short I did. Those people were like, oh, you gotta do this and do this, but it happened with 2 12.0s and 2 8.0s. I'm like,
really?
And they had a big issue with the 9s. They stopped making the 9s. Haven't gotten
That's an expensive battery to suddenly just become an 8.
dude, right? That's annoying.
And I just bought some not too long ago, but I haven't used them too much.
They got good
The
warranties.
high output ones.
Yeah, I like the high output. Like the 6 is like, which is the 8 is like perfect for like every scenario, like the size. But I guess when they upgraded the cells, which are the same cells inside, they just reprogrammed them to get you that extra amp hours. It like fucked it all up, and it's just whatever. I mean, I don't use them enough to where it hinders me anymore, but yeah, it sucks. Send that shit back. They got good warranty. Like when my 12s failed, it was total of 24 amp hours. They sent me 2 8s and a 12. So, and I got an additional 8, like basically a free 8. I was like, can you just send me like 6 or whatever I said, like 3 8s or 4 6s?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no. Yeah.
And yeah, you didn't want another 12.
Yeah, they did send me a 12, but whatever. That one's actually been good. But exactly. It's like, but we made it. We're here for it.
12 is just too big. Supposedly the new Forge 6 amp is just as good as a 12.
But it's still a 6 amp hour battery.
But it's pouch cells, right? So it puts out the same amount of power. And I think the runtime for that, you ever see people do those tests where they're like, hey, this is your watt hours or amp hours, this plus that. What's that?
You got one of these, Jake? I almost bought it.
What is it?
It's Milwaukee. A clamp amp from a clamp meter from Milwaukee.
You know, they came out with one that was like M12 a long time ago. It made like a pistol. Do you remember those?
They had that. They had that one, and they had a like a drywall scanner. Did you see that too? Like they had some cool shit that they just stopped doing anything with. But yeah, it's weird. Milwaukee started like back in the day. They were Milwaukee Electric, so like they were founded upon like electrical instruments first.
Well, I see that stuff on that. I forget the fellow's name on HVAC Technology.
Mm-hmm.
He gets all kinds of cool gadgets, and I see that stuff on his channel.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised he hasn't popped in here. He's been checking out all the lives lately. But yeah, he always has like tool videos and gadgets and stuff.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
God damn it, Jake.
What a fucking loser.
Wait.
It's my wife's computer, bro. I don't know how this shit works. If it's not a phone, like that's all I'm accustomed to. And Microsoft 97, bro.
So this question pertains to me more because I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing more electric than gas because he's asking, are electric furnaces getting more common than natural gas?
Mm-mm.
Just depends on where you're at, really.
Really, yeah.
Like a heat pump?
No, well, for me, it's electric strips. Like that's
it's like a straight cool with electric heat.
That's here. That's not I can't install electric heat as a primary source of heat.
That's all we got here. I mean, I don't install stuff. I don't do it, but I work on it.
Southern Florida, like they have that. Like it's I forget what there's like a color map for like where you are in the country to be able to do that. We have heat pumps. And there's gas too. We just did a gas furnace like 2 weeks ago.
Heat pumps everywhere. If you don't have gas, you probably got a heat pump here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that for a while now because when I started, we used to work on gas, and then like all of a sudden, when they would change out units, it just became electric everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I'm not complaining.
Such a high electric bill.
Well, that's why Texas always goes dark. We always have that issue.
But the electric's going to save the world.
And then they want us to get like tests where people want tests.
Everybody's on fucking using the same damn grid. Like,
well, you don't talk about Texas's electric grid. That's a thorny subject.
Yeah, we had Mick, Capital Coast, on here who does that for his day job. He works at a power company. And when he worked in the States, he's like, yeah, you boys in Texas, we kept an eye on you guys. I was like, yeah, it's always bad over here.
Well, it's deregulated in Texas.
It's all screwed up. and they always say they're gonna do something, but they don't. But Mike, we don't get freezing temperatures here, so that's why we can, I guess, why we have electric heat.
You don't
You
ever
guys
dip down
deal with
below
more
30?
winter, huh?
You don't ever dip down below the 30s?
No, that's rare actually. This time we did get it for like a day, but that was it. We usually get like 50s.
People could have died.
Where? That one time that we did get a
That one
freeze-
day they could have fucking died. They did when that ice shit hit y'all.
yeah, a few years ago, that time it was horrible because we couldn't get our electricity back on. Nobody had heat.
Yeah, so bastards.
But that was the only time. Other than that, it's always like 50 here at the most, or 40.
Yeah.
Well, I think our heating season is about over.
What you got today? It was hot today. We had like 90.
I still had some no heat calls. I had that leak repair. I had a no heat call on a mobile home, and that was electric. That was electric furnace.
Well, there you go.
You know what they started doing on these electric furnaces, though? It's like they're going to have either a relay or a sequencer on both sides of the electric heat instead of just one side.
They just go run and you can't stage it out, or
No, both sides have.
they'll just energize.
It's so that the electric heat is not energized at all when it's turned off. So one side has a sequencer.
What'd you see it on?
So what now?
What'd you see it on?
Mobile home.
Oh.
But I've seen it before in some of the newer systems. Even some of the stuff I've installed for the root equipment, they have Warren heat strips. They got sequencers on one side and then relays on the other, so that the heat strips are never hot.
I mean, for a safety point of view.
Yeah, but who's sticking their fingers in there on the heat strips?
You're not?
Mike had a question. They isolate the electric heat.
Yeah, but I mean, when you got one leg going through your heat strips, it's not on, but they have power to them. They've stopped that for some reason.
I'll have to look, because to be honest, I never noticed.
It makes it more complicated.
God. And I'm not smart as it is, man. Damn it.
Read that one for me, Jake.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. I run the trailer systems with just heat. If your system is here, it's from 74, I'd replace it with a heat kit for sure. Is that a...
Yeah, I just didn't feel like reading it, but...
Oh, okay, because, you get the guy who can't see.
And Chris C. Young was like, I'm surprised that we don't have heat pumps down here, but like, I don't know, I barely started seeing those, and I've been talking with Gree, right? That's the name, Gree. I might be able to get a system from them, which we can put in the house here.
They're really nice.
I've never worked on anything like that, so I'm gonna learn as I go.
Well, I installed one in my other house
that's why
just to see about it and work on it.
Oh, okay.
Did you get information on that other system, Kurt?
Not yet. It's
similar though, right?
It's please, we want to do this with you. We're interested in working with you. Send us some information. I'm like, sure, why not? And then crickets.
Ghosted, bruh.
That happened to me a lot, like last year. I don't know what the deal is. And then like some of them, Gree is one of them, and another big brand left me hanging last year, and then they get back to me now, and I'm like, damn, it's been like months. Didn't hear a word, and then now they're, I guess, ready to work.
Are you talking about Parker Spoiler?
No, screw Parker Spoiler.
Guilty.
I ain't heard from them, and me and Jake ran into the
squad.
We were at the booth. Yeah,
we were holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
They're not doing anything for us.
Well, I feel like at this point, if Field Peace wants to work with me, they need to pay me.
That's right.
And I'm not talking about product reimbursement.
Yeah, that's what they like to do, which is that's already getting worn out or whatever. But you can't do that anymore. And then like
Especially when they're sending me something that I've already got.
I was about to say, like, I got a few things from them that I didn't have. I forgot what it was, but like the micron gauge and something else that I was like, I don't know if I would buy it, but they sent it to me. After that, after the last time I worked with them, I was like, I don't think I need anything from you guys anymore, right? It's like I already have what I need. So I was thinking the same thing too, because I've talked to. Have you even talked to them recently?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Because I had talked to them like a couple months ago, but like they still have yet to come back around because they're like, we would love to work with you 2024 and all this, you know, the same thing. And it's like you said, crickets. So
No.
I don't know. And they hired a marketing team, which is so weird. They got their marketing team and that's all brand new and everything. And they were supposed to be like, oh, we want to work with everybody. And then like, they don't do shit. So I don't know.
They wanted a chance with the big dog, Kurt. They ruined it.
They were there partying at the tactical awards.
Ain't got time for them.
But
Tony's
that's all
cool and all, but you know what I'm saying?
No, not Tony. It was they have two ladies on their marketing team. They were there enjoying it, but I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, Pat, I don't have floor radiation in Texas where I'm at. I don't know if you guys have seen.
We don't have it here either.
Isn't that like East Coast all the way that way or something? Like up.
I think it's just northern
north.
stuff.
Yeah.
We had it in Maryland.
Yeah, there you go. Because I knew a guy from I think New York that did stuff like that or something. Somewhere up there.
There was always good shit going on up there, man. Like work wise. Like, hey, I'll just move back just for creating content. Always something to get into.
What are y'all thoughts on Bosch?
I think they're wired similar and installed similarly to the Grease.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, because everything's inverter, and then it just in our markets, I guess, would probably benefit like crazy with the dehumidification and everything.
You just wire it up with like a regular 24-volt thermostat. And
can't beat that, dude. And take all the complication of that. You know, I mean, I do like the communicating systems too, but
yeah, but
if you can offer somebody the like that type of technology and the capabilities at the price, because I went to Ari Michaels about 2 weeks ago, got some Bosch pricing. I was like, damn, it was pretty good.
See, I have no experience with any of that stuff. So like when I asked Kurt about the green and he's talking about the 24-volt and all that,
it's gonna be easy peasy for you, bro.
Yeah, that they're easier. I'm like, great, because I don't know jack about this. So
they're very easy to install. Download the manuals for your service manuals. If it's going to be on your house, maybe get a spare temperature sensor kit.
Okay. Mike says they have issues with the boards on the Bosch.
And they're really expensive.
Well, you got to have warranties on them suckers, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, there was one. I heard somebody talk about that I don't know if it was Bosch or someone else, that they give out so much that they're running them under warranty all the time.
Now, I think with the Bosch, you just have one big board.
It's like a drive, I guess, right?
But the Gree I installed, it has actually 3 boards.
Okay.
It's got like the brain of the system, which is up front and has your error codes on it. And then it's got a board in the back that cleans up the power. Goes through a bunch of circles.
Whatever the phase things or whatever.
And then it's got another board, which is your power board.
Well, when I do that, I'm going to be calling you, Kurt. We're just looking to update our system because it's so old, and even the drain line is not even pitched right. But I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'd rather change out the system all at once.
Man, yeah. My system, man. I'll tell you what, boy. I'll tell you what.
What about it?
Kalos installed it, and
Oh, that's right.
it's ass. Fucking thing's leaning hard as shit. I called them out to fix it, and they're like, "Oh, it's supposed to be pitched that way." It's fucking leaking. The duct's all black and molded around the top. I said, "Hey, you didn't seal that properly. There's air gaps between the system." Oh, we'll have somebody. Nah, what you need to do is rip it out and redo it. They're like, "Yeah, but then we're going to be down all day." I'm like, "That's fine." And then the dude walked across the street and called whoever, fucking one of the guys at the shop, and they never did anything. And then, they don't practice what they preach. Let's just put it that way. They're like, they got the old pad. They never removed the old pad. It's sitting on top of that. And like I said, they just put a piece of 3/4 ply underneath of the unit instead of redecking the whole thing. It's kind of annoying. Practice what you preach, people.
Calling them out, yeah.
Well, you have to, bro. Like they, you know what I mean? Otherwise,
well, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. To deal with all that.
And I had them come out here, and they still didn't fix it. I mean,
Rudy says it was 74 in Dallas. It's a big difference. We're at 90 over here.
They said 90.
90.
Yeah, we were 72.
No, it was hot as hell.
Yeah,
I think
the sun was out.
I think we hit something in the 70s today. It was nice.
It was like perfect day, right?
No, well, it's hot over here.
Yeah, for you, I don't know.
It's already summer, basically. Let me see. Man, I was looking at the comments and I got lost.
Yeah, that's what happens. I see them things scrolling.
Chris was saying that he did radiant floor in Western New York, and then he also said that he loves doing those jobs. Never worked on one, but that's the kind of stuff that I like watching on YouTube when other guys do all that other stuff that I don't get to do.
It is. Yeah, we used to, like I said, we used to do boilers and stuff like that. And that was fun, like, to do. Like, we had to go to this farmhouse one time. There was like 20 leaks inside the boards, and go cut them all out and redo them. And
I'm gonna tell you about. My dad has passed, but he had a house in South Carolina that had hydronic backup heat. He had heat pumps, but instead of having heat strips, he had a water coil for hot water for his backup heat. And I thought, well, if you got gas hot water, that makes sense. But he had electric hot water.
Did it recirculate or no?
Yes, it recirculated into the hot water.
And that's how they installed it? Like, that's just how it was when he got it?
3 systems, and all of them were like that.
Huh. We used to deal with a lot of water source heat pumps up there, too. And then and that was interesting.
I got Blogger in the house.
What's up?
I actually had a water source heat pump right across. Like, there's a neighborhood across from where I'm at. They have water source heat pumps.
I've worked on a bunch of them, either water source or geothermals.
I've never done a geothermal.
Everything I work on is basic over here.
It's easier.
Anymore, the efficiency of these greaves, these 20 series, there's no sense in putting in a water source.
No, the technology, dude, you're golden now. Like, just the capabilities of these systems. Like, they're saying, like, and then like with geothermals, it's like they just far way out even bothering with those.
Yep.
Hey, Kurt, you mentioned Parker Sporling. Were you talking to them again or no?
Talk that shit, Kurt. Talk that shit.
They were expecting me to go to AHR. And at the last minute, I thought I didn't want to go. It was in Chicago in the middle of winter, and I sent them.
But they didn't want to pay you.
Email saying I wasn't going, and I hadn't heard back from them since.
But they weren't paying you for that, were they?
No, they weren't paying me nothing.
Yeah, they don't pay shit. They only pay Brett, I think.
Yeah, where's Brett getting paid? Brett, get in here, bro. Is he in here? Brett, how much they paying you?
That's his sponsor right there, I think. Like his main one.
Yeah, well, him and Chris, right? They both hold down over there.
Oh yeah, that's right, Chris.
Mhm.
And I think maybe they had Zach at one point. That's all they get. They don't really go after anybody else. But I was just asking, you don't have those press fittings, do you? It's just the other ones?
No, I don't have Zoom Lock, and I don't have Zoom Lock Max. I've got
Okay.
I've got RLS and the Mueller Streamline.
Hey, you know what?
Guess what I used today?
What'd you use?
I pressed in that evaporator coil with my RLS press.
You know what? I think the best press system out there is Viga. I think they're probably better than both of them.
Vigo.
Viga. Yeah, they're better.
The water press.
Yeah, I think they do refrigeration too somewhere, hopefully. I don't know. But they are the best pressing system. Viga is better than RLS and Zoom Lock. Hands down.
I thought you were gonna say the best one is the one that I get, down the line or sent to me.
It'll be Viga probably. And I'm like, what do you want me to do with this?
Can we start a fund for Jake?
Huh?
Can we start a fund for Jake?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, we're not there. Get the subscribers up. We can do super chats. Fucking let's do it.
I think we're almost there.
These companies
we actually got over, I think it's 1,000 already hours. Like it's going up recently. So
keep watching, guys. Share this shit out to people. Make sure they come in and make fun of me, and these guys are great. You don't got to make fun of them. And
I'm gonna do a short, and I'll tag you in it. It was really sweet. It made it so simple.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, let's just make a this press company needs to get out there and whatever. What's that we got?
The Vito promo. So like that's not out yet, right?
We can't even do nothing with that. Nah, the first.
Well,
bro.
I saw it on Facebook that somebody already had the magazine with all the new bags and everything.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
It's not officially out yet.
We'll have to hold that down, but yeah, it looks pretty legit. I think. Yeah, we'll talk about it on the first.
Hey, they already have the names and everything. They already have the bags out there. I was going through the comments, like they showed a flyer, and then somebody had the actual catalog, and everything's in there. Everything's in there.
Nice. I did. Yeah, that's awesome.
Y'all got the lowdown on all the Vito stuff.
You're gonna get there, Kurt. We're gonna get you right. We'll go get you there.
They have some cool bags coming out. How did you like the OTLC, whatever it's called? It's
fantastic.
I'm always tempted to get that bag, like that.
Same, dude. I was like the same type of way, and like I was just like, yeah, that sounds pretty awesome, and it's really good. Again, when like I used to overstuff my bags, but literally every pocket generally just has one tool in it now, maybe two. I don't go crazy, and that's what I did with that bag. If you guys didn't see, go check out Vito's what is it, YouTube? There's a video of the loadout.
Oh yeah, your video?
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah. And
go check out Vito Pro Pack on the YouTube, and you can see Jake with the what is it called? OT?
The OTLC. It's the open top, and it's just larger than their like square open top one, and it's a blackout with the V swap. It's just nice to be able to have that capability. And
they had a few blackouts come out. I guess that's the thing right now. All the blackouts.
Dude, everything needs to be blackout. Yeah, every bag needs to have a blackout version. They need to make the Wheeler a blackout. They just made the MC a blackout, which is the small guy. Like you know what I mean? Your little, instead of the MCT, they just blacked that one out.
Oh yeah.
They got some more blackouts in the works, guys. Just stay tuned.
Well, Krauss, you're on page 7. If you could see the catalog.
That's dope. Shout out. Let's go. We're making it, guys. We're in the catalog.
We don't even know these things. Jake was like, I didn't even know I was on the channel already. Like the video that went up.
Bro,
like, they don't even tell us.
You sent that shit to him like months ago, and it's up. It's live. And I wasn't even on like YouTube that day, but yeah. It's cool, man. That's awesome.
Oh, they sent. I have to check the email now. Somebody sent something.
Oh, we got some photos to go through.
I wasn't prepared today.
All right, let's do it because we got 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. What time is it?
It's
we just got started.
It's 55 minutes deep, bro.
You got to go somewhere?
I have the computer, my daughter just has to finish up a project.
Okay, well, let me double check.
Yeah, what time is it? 8:13. Yeah, we got like 10, 15, you know.
I actually have to do a podcast after this.
Yeah, what are you doing a podcast with?
This one is going to be with Jamie, Northwest HVAC. I don't know if you guys follow him.
The Jamie.
The Jamie.
Don't know who he is.
The one and only.
He's on Instagram. I don't think he. Well, oh yeah. Okay, you know who I'm talking about then.
Yeah, Jamie's cool. He's good.
I tell you what, I've been hitting Instagram up more frequently with some short musical videos.
Are they doing good?
You know that one with the tape plenum that I showed y'all? That thing has just gone bonkers.
But on
Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram, because you mentioned. Oh no, you had a full video that went crazy on YouTube though. I was thinking of that one.
It still is. That one's pushing 300,000 views now.
Holy shit!
My channel got about 300. Good for you, Craig. Yeah. How many? I don't even know how to check that stuff on Instagram. I just look at the likes.
Oh well, I don't know how to check that either, but it's been liked like 900 something times and 240 something shares.
Oh, that's good.
And just a couple of weeks ago, I was having trouble just getting people to comment on Instagram.
That's one of those that you have to keep posting. Yeah. I went through that whole thing of posting every day. It's kind of what you do with YouTube. You post almost daily. I did that with Instagram, and then like it kind of just went from there.
Hell to the yeah! I've been trying to post. I've got 3 posts this week on there.
I know. I was like, damn, Jake's like on. He's active on Instagram now.
Yeah, what's up, boy?
All right, this is from Chris. He says that this little guy doesn't like to be out in the elements. So they're train units.
Now, what do we? Is this? What did it say?
Oh, he just said that the one in the box doesn't like to be outside.
That's hilarious.
I swear, those kind of look like chillers.
Put them in a doghouse.
Yeah, they kind of do. I don't know. They have some weird stuff because I don't even know.
I would assume it's. I mean, I don't know. Any issues with that system,
Chris? I don't know if this is stuff that he works on or
bigger than what I usually deal with. So I'm just a little resi guy.
All right, I'm gonna just check for questions.
Hey, Chris, answer the question.
I don't even know if he's here anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute. HVAC, I thought it was so funny.
For head pressure.
But electrocuted on your video.
He answered. He said, yes, Curtis, they're chillers, and they do that for the head pressure.
Oh, wait, that's how they run them?
I can't think it'd be good. I guess is that a common thing for him to do, Chris? Mr. Young? Mr. Young?
So they're doing artificial, like what do you call it? Artificial head pressure?
Yeah, it's like putting one
of those
blankets.
Yeah.
That's.
I guess that is some low tech head pressure control.
Just cycle the fans or something. We have one, but I don't work on the equipment. It's kind of like this, and or or I don't know what you call them. I don't know if they're considered chillers. Yeah, he said it makes no sense to him.
They have controls for that.
It's not common. Yeah.
There we go. Thanks. You don't gotta yell, Chris, okay? You know, we asked a simple question. You sent the photo with no context.
Because there's one, like I said, it's a huge building, but we only work on one of the suites, right? They rent out a little suite. We have some normal RTUs. In the back, they have equipment like this, but maybe bigger, and it's like chiller type, whatever. And it gets so hot here that they have to run a sprinkler on them, and they're all rusted to hell. I think they're gonna get ready to change them out now because they're falling apart. But that's another makeshift thing that I've seen is like they put it's there permanently. It's not a temporary fix or anything like that. Because I've been there every 6 months and I still see it. They run the sprinklers on them.
I worked at a bank and they had a really big package unit on the roof that did a whole floor. It was like a 5-story bank, and the condenser was no longer exchanging heat like it was supposed to. And we rigged up a 24-volt solenoid and a piece of PVC and water to spray on the coil so that it could exchange heat.
That sounds like some Dave shit, bro. Some DIY HVAC guy shit right there. I'll tell you what, it's a.
But I'm gonna tell you, 3 or 4 days later, they were complaining water was leaking through the roof.
You wanted it fixed. You just created another problem.
So they did eventually end up getting a new one, but that was a temporary fix.
All right. People love to submit the photos at the end of the show, so let me pull up another one. Let's see.
I just want to say real fast, guys, nobody noticed I got a haircut, so screw you guys.
Wait a minute, you did?
I did. I got about an inch and a half taken off. No big deal. Just figured, my wife says if I didn't notice hers, that you guys should notice mine.
This is from Tristan. I think there's audio to it.
What is this?
It's an RTU, I think.
Is it grounded? Damn it. What did it say? I couldn't hear.
I didn't get context on that one, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, guys, you got your hair cut. I shaved before I came on.
Girl, I noticed that. You look like a baby.
Installed one of an Allied 7.5 ton unit. One of the relays wasn't properly connected. It took me a while to figure this one out. Allied, is that then that's Lennox, right? Allied, I don't know. I run into Allied and I don't like those.
Yeah, that is Lennox. Yeah, they sell those at my Tropic, where our Rude dealer they have Allied. It's weird, and I'm trying to push it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Speaking of Linux, I was a 1-year-old tech. Now I've been a tech for 1 year at this company, and I came across one of these old Linux gas packs that had all those ice cube relays and over-engineered stuff on them, and we couldn't figure out what was keeping it from firing. Boss told me to rip everything out and just rewire it from scratch. And so as working for 1 year, that was trial by fire on that one.
You're damn right, bro. I'd still be like, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm about colorblind too. So
oh shit, yeah.
The only thing I kept was the contactor and the ignition control board. Everything else was completely rewired.
Oh shit.
Damn.
If I take stuff off, I get masking tape. If I know I'm gonna do more than 10 wires, and I'll tape it up and I'll write what it is. That way I don't forget. My eyes are that bad. Thank you.
That's
See?
when you said he was yelling.
Yeah. Why are you gonna yell at me?
Just wanted you to see it.
I appreciate it now. You know what I mean?
Boss Man 3 to the Wolves, Curtis.
He did.
I
That's
had
how you
a
do.
same kind of almost the same thing happened to me. I was doing installs, and like our field supervisor came out, and we, for whatever reason, like the attic access was too small to get it in, so he just ripped all the wires off the board, everything. This was a gas furnace, so we could split it and get it up there. And I just was like so fucking lost, bro. I'm like, why would you do that? He's like, the schematic's right there. Read it. I'm like, like I was just so mad.
That used to be my biggest thing, and I still get worried about it sometimes. Like, I used to be horrible at the electrical side.
Yeah, I still am. Yeah, I'm really.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like sometimes it still messes with me, but like I used to really struggle with that.
For sure. Yeah, and to put it on top, there was a hornet's nest up there, and it was just like, so you're trying to work, and these bees are like, and then you ran out of bee spray. It was a mess, guys. But that's what they used to do back in the day, and it worked. Now Kurt's like a genius with his little shorts. You know what I mean? Look at him. 78 minutes later.
That's not a short. That's a feature-length film.
But it's good to see that stuff, man, because honestly, like, it gives you steps every which of the way to like really do it. Like a buddy of mine always just said, dude, if you just get the first thing he would say, if you're just having like a crazy story, and you go say you go through like 2 or 3 fuses, but now we got the resettable. He said, just take everything apart, and then one by one, just. And I was like, ever since then, that's what it may suck, because sometimes people just go crazy on braiding them things, boy.
Yeah.
And then one by one, just jump them out or hook them back up and see what happens.
All right. Well, you want to wrap it up already?
I mean, guys.
Getting there.
I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you guys too long.
I mean, the conversation was getting good. You got any more pictures?
Nah, I think it stopped already.
What's going on in chat? I can't read it fast enough, dude.
Y'all got me wanting to post that whole video.
You should.
I need to go see what that last one did. The one the hour one that you did, because I remember it did pretty well. I wonder what it's at now, but I don't know. You said they needed the computer or something, so
yeah. We printed out something, and then hold on, I see Curtis's shit real quick. Okay, let's check out his analytics.
Because I'll save some of the talking points for the next one.
God, Kurt, you post way too much.
I know.
It's like, all right, this was like
when he first started, I was watching
16,000 views on that shit, bro.
16
for an hour and 2 minute long video.
God,
how many views?
16,000. It's right after you did the one with the little puppy dog, that golden retriever.
Oh well, that's the one that blew up, right?
Oh wait, is that the same golden retriever as the one you just went back to, where you said the lady was mad?
Yeah.
Oh no shit, that's so funny. He was your thumbnail in the one.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. Way to handle that like a champ, though. See, like the shorter ones, I can do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh yeah, what I was saying is I used to watch his videos like I would keep up with them, and then after a while I'm like, fuck, you're posting every day now. I can't. So yeah, try to pick out the good ones.
But bro, Kirk got a following, man. Everybody comes in there, comments and everything.
And then the Spanish channel now too, yeah.
Yo, how's the Spanish channel doing?
I'm trying to get to where it's monetized. It's not there yet.
Is it the hours you need now, or?
I need more watch hours, but I'm close. I'm close.
Just put that shit on loop, bro. How many TVs you got in the house? But y'all don't do that? Let the ads play?
If my wife's not up, it's a weekend, I might watch other people on YouTube.
Yeah, I do. We've gotten to the point where like YouTube is like our main source of.
Yeah, that's me now too.
It's good. It's good stuff. We like it.
All right, guys. So ready to wrap it up?
Got some training tomorrow. That's what I got planned.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
What's up, Mick, Mike, Curtis? I appreciate everybody for coming
out. And, inside, Mike, Mick, Curtis. Keep going.
Stop repeating me.
Stop.
And see you guys next time.
Next time.
They